Hi guys, I'm Tanisha.
I'm Lucian.
This is our son Chili, and we
We
are
are the
the
Lues.
Lues. Okay guys, so welcome back to another episode of Hanging with the Lues. And today we're actually here to talk about how we met and also to tell you about the performance giveaway. We are on our way to 1,000 subscriber, and we are actually going to be giving away prizes for the next 4 weeks to 4 lucky subscriber who actually subscribes to our channel and also comment. Alright, so when we go into the video, we'll tell you some more about that. So hang around, you don't want to miss this episode, and let's go into the video. Alright, so do you remember all we met?
Sure, of course.
Alright, so what I remember is that it was about 10 years ago. So I used to work in the African area, and I would be traveling on I think at the time it was like the 21. That's from Spanish Town to Apple Tree. So, so I used to travel that route every morning, every evening using that same bus. That's same UTC, of course, right? And I remember like just going and coming, and then I saw this young man, into the bus park, right? So at first I didn't. So guys, so at first like I didn't really take him for anything. So I saw him like 1 and 2 times. Then he was going around the place, and you probably just see somebody, and because you probably go there regularly, you might probably remember that, oh, I saw this person the other day, oh, I saw this person yesterday. But I don't know, it started to become like creepy frequent. So like every evening now I would go into the bus park
Same time.
the same time because I was on schedule, of course. And you know you have to catch your bus, because at those times if you don't catch your 5:30 bus, you are doomed to come to Spanish Town. So you know, so you have to probably wait until like 7:30 sometime, depending on the traffic on the road. So we were basically on schedule. I was on schedule all the time. So when I go in the bus park, I see this guy and he's always calling me like, hi, I'm like, hi. Because I'm just going to put my number business anyways. So I would go and buy my ticket at the window. But then one evening, this person just called me over. He was at the front of the line. I can swear I saw where he was at the front of the line.
Yeah.
And everybody, this young man allowed everybody. I went to proceed to buy the ticket. When you turn on the glance and all of these things, he would let everybody pass him, board the bus, and wait until I finished buying my ticket. And then he was like, hi, come call me over, and I was like, hi, Oliver. And I was like, thank you so much, because then I'm glad, because even though a lot of people going at the bus, you still have a long line going way around the back at the bus park, go almost around to the, I think there was a pharmacy around, right. So when him called me over, I'm glad, because you not stuck at that long line now to come to Spanish Town. So anyways, I mean, probably that was like day number one of, him really approaching me to say, hi, come over, whatever. And then I realized that every evening when I go in the bus park around 5:30 to 6, this young man would be in the bus park still at the front of the line. Like, I always wonder, what is it coincidence that when I come at the bus park, it's always at the front of the line? No, it was not coincidence. I really like got a chance to have a real conversation. Was one of the evenings when I came in the bus park. He was at the front of the lines again, but this time he had company with him. So he was actually traveling with a young lady. A friend, of course, was traveling with a friend, right? But I mean, if you're traveling with somebody, I thought that you would have just go on like how you have company and so on, but he actually stick around, wait for me just to see him at the front of the line.
Yeah. As usual. Yeah, I mean, why not?
And you know, all three of us went on the bus. Yes, he called me at the front of the line. All three of us went on the bus. He sat with his friend, and for the entire time, Lucian would be like this, having a conversation with me sitting behind him, sitting behind the other seat behind him, and we were talking the entire time. And guys, honestly, I could literally see the young lady like after the journey, she was like,
Yeah, but I made conversation with her because she's just a friend.
yeah, I know.
But me never expect that from her.
I know.
Never expect that from her. Me never.
But yeah, that was how we started and we exchanged number, you remember? We exchanged number and yeah, we started interacting, and then we had actually lost communication a little bit, and then one day I was at home and like I heard a voice to me say, call Lucian, and I was like, call Lucian.
That was God. That was God. You hear? Oh.
But it was like, call Lucian. So anyways, I got the phone, I called Lucian. Right? And I was like, hi Lou. And he was like, hi, how are you? Who is this? And I said, I'm Tanisha. I remember the young lady I met in Africa on the bus, and he said, oh yes, how are you? So on and so forth. I started talking, we started calling each other more and so on, until one day he asked me out. Okay, so do you remember what happened when you asked me out on the first date?
Yes, I mean,
what happened? Like, cause you had to ask me multiple times before I actually did show up. You remember?
Yeah.
You sure you remember?
I don't remember everything. I don't remember.
Alright, so I remember the first time he asked me out. So it was like, hi Tanisha, so and so. I'd like to ask you out on a date, so and so and so. And I was like, okay, alright, no problem. We met the dates and everything. And then when the day come, guys, I just call him and say, hi Lucian. I won't be able to make it. Honestly, I cancel about 5 times, Palu, like legit 5 times. I never remember until I finally decide I really went out. You remember we went for the first date?
Cross the sea?
Cross the sea where? Your turn. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. You know, when you're carrying out somebody for the first time, you have to think. Them always say the first impression lasts. So you have to try, see how much you can do. What?
You mean what you can do to impress the person?
Yeah.
Lucian, I swear, you stop a while ago, like. And
I go blank. My mind go blank. My mind go blank a while ago. Honest, my mind go blank. I was wondering, what I say? Me see it, but my mind just kept. Anyway.
Right. Anyway.
But we go on the date and carry somewhere with peace and quiet, and we talk. We eat food. When you want to, go get a brush of fresh air. You just go somewhere. Them always say the place that make your mind relax. Anywhere water is, that is the place that you will relax. The water just calm your mind.
Right. And
so I say, okay, let me just go to Port Royal.
And that was a very, very good. It was like a picnic.
Yes.
It was good. At the time, you weren't driving at the time, so we actually took a bus.
Yeah.
To Port Royal, which was actually fun. And that was like first now the longest one I go Port Royal, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know something, Lou? We should go back to Port Royal. Now that we have a child
Mm-hmm.
and we have our own ride and so on, we should go back to Port Royal. So
Yeah.
yes.
A lot of place, honest to God,
Yeah.
right now a lot of place.
So Port Royal
Yeah, it was nice.
it was really good. It was like a picnic setting. So
We went to the beach.
right, and
Went
we
to the
had
beach.
picnic, we talk, we laugh, we get to know each other. And then I mean we started going out more often, and then
Meet family.
and then yes, we met family. Yes.
They can't do the back door thing. Just
Right.
go up on date and your family now know who you're going on date with. So
Yeah. But for me guys, like you know when you have some strict mother, like your mother strict bad, that was me. I grew up in a very strict household. My mother would literally not, like I would say she wouldn't let me go anywhere because of course when a big woman them time there. But I was a young adult then, like probably in my early 20s.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was in my early 20s, yeah. And she would still be very very mindful of where I went, who I went out with, you know. But guess what? When my mother met Lucian, fell in love with Lucian like same time. That for me was like everything because you know when you go to school and them something they like you have a strip mother, you can't tell them about boyfriend and them something there. And for me, like introducing somebody to my mother and to see her take on to the person so well that there was absolutely no form of doubt at the time. Like my mother was just she just fall in love with him same time. And yes, and when they come over, my mother cook for Flu
yeah.
and all of them something there. So I mean,
Remember I get the good treatment and you start get vexed.
no, me never vex, me never vex. But mama was like
Leave him alone.
yes,
Leave him alone.
yes. Like one at the time I was like, mommy, you remember say, you know I'm the Chinese pitney. Me daughter, yeah. Even your son, me daughter. So yeah, so she really like she did really love Lucian, right? She really did love Lucian. And she met him at the time. So I had absolutely no problem introducing Lou into my family. Right? And we just started dating and it was really, really good. One of the things I think draw me to you, Lou, was I think how you were as a person, how you treat people.
Mhm.
Yeah, very soft spoken at the time. Yeah, very soft spoken at the time. Yeah. You know, soft spoken
Very.
same way like you don't soft spoken now.
Of course.
Oh no, I
Yes,
don't
of
think
course.
so.
Of course.
No, when I just met you, you were like very, very soft. But I think now you have become more, you know,
Yes.
more I think
Open-minded.
not really open minded. I mean you're more just you know what's that word? Like yeah, you have become more stern. Which is good because we're growing son. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we needed that. So Lou is a bit more stern, which is very good now because we have a son. We're growing a son now. But then Lou was like very, very, very soft spoken. So that was one of the things that drew me to him. He had a very, very good heart. He still does. Has a very, very good heart. And I think that's what drew me to Lucian. And you know, dating led to another thing. We got engaged probably 2.5 years or so after.
No, 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
3 years.
Or could have been 2.5, you know.
No,
Because
3 years.
no remember say
A 3 years, me remember 3 years.
Alright,
Three
so
years.
my maths is
3
off
years.
sometimes, so
Me
I'm
never
not
forget.
running
Me never
down.
forget certain things.
Right. So yeah. So he's saying 3 years, which I think it's more to enough. But yeah. So and then we got engaged, and then
You remember the thing that me make for you?
yes. Oh my God. Let me talk about engagement.